Hello, here we are back at Wembley Arena for the 16th Daily Mirror Champions All. It's a competition that over the years has very often given British audiences their first chance to see some of the world's great gymnasts. 10 years ago to the day, Nadia Comaneci, the great Romanian who went on to Montreal and won the gold medal there in the Olympics, won here, and she came back and won again in 1979. And Peter Vidmar, who took the silver medal in last summer's Los Angeles Olympics, won here in 1981. No Briton has ever won this competition, but our national champion Andrew Morris aims to change all that. He'll have to be at his very best, because there are 13 top gymnastics nations represented. And among the men is Sergei Gutsiev from the USSR, the European junior champion. There are two British girls in the women's event, Hayley Price and Sally Larner, who broke through into the top echelon when she won the Coca-Cola International last December. There's also an interesting East-West confrontation. Yolanda Mavity, who many Americans see as the natural successor to Mary Lou Retton, their current Olympic champion, is up against the Russian wonder kid, Elena Gurova. She's only 12 years old, but already a supreme gymnast. Hayley Price, 9.55 for her first vault. Can she better it on this one? And 19th birthday really does want a good start.
Well, that was very much the same as the first vault. She might have squeezed an extra 0.1 out of the judges. A slow run, but not really exciting, even though the marks indicate an excellent vault.
Well, here's the unknown girl from the USA, Yolanda Mavity. Lands the first one. Now she's got a chance to better that, but we'll be pleased that she landed it on her first time. Well, here's the one that everyone's been waiting to see, Elena Gurova from the USSR. Oh, and what a start to the competition for her.
Absolutely immaculate timing off the top of the horse, bearing in mind the horse is just about the same size as she.
A chance to see that sensational vault from another angle. She's just 12 years old, 4 feet 5 inches. This full twisting Yurchenko, look at that, an unbelievable controlled vault. And she's got the reward, 9.9. Hanna Ricna from Czechoslovakia to the vault.
A Sukahara with a full twist, but very untidily performed. It will get in excess of 9, but only just.
Daniela Silivas, the little Romanian, 14 years old, she scored 9.5. Same vault again, full twisting Sukahara.
Certainly a little better than the first, so she'll hope for a little higher score, perhaps 9.6.
Yolanda Mavity from the USA salutes the judges onto the asymmetric bars. She started well, 9.65 on the vault. And she's a remarkable gymnast for such a tall girl.
Yes, she's already shown full pirouette in handstand, Delchev. Now the stalled at a handstand, half pirouette. Some really outstanding stuff for such a tall girl.
Rolling to a finish, 2 giant circles there. And a shoot front somersault with half twist to finish up with. Another very polished exercise. Hanna Ricna from Czechoslovakia finished second in the alternative Olympics held by the Eastern Bloc countries, and a marvelous bar worker.
A beautiful stalled at a handstand, into Kachev, into Delchev, all release and catch moves derived from men's high bar work. Comaneci on the top bar, and into a beautiful split Comaneci pike dismount. An excellent routine there from Ricna.
That really is absolute top-class gymnastics from Ricna.
And towards the end of the routine, and here's the dismount, the split onto the bar, and the pike Comaneci. And that was some routine, and the mark indicates it, 9.6.
Daniela Silivas from Romania, little waif of a girl, I'm sure the asymmetric bars moniker locked down as tight as they can be.
Oh yes, these little ones go with some force. They're giant swings. There we go into another Kachev from men's high bar. And Delchev. We really are having a feast of gymnastics on asymmetric bars today from these girls. A Stolder, a second Stolder, and the new code of points for women really demands that the girls link the difficult moves together. They don't just show one, they have to show several. And a lovely shoot front with a half twist. Another super routine there from Silivas.
Sally Larner, 9.4 after her vault. She's seen some really high-class asymmetric bars work here. Can she stay with it?
She really has to do her very best to be able to compete with them. So far, she's going very well. A lovely handstand, clear change there into undershoot over the bottom bar. She's going well. Nice tight giants. And a good double back away, a good routine, but certainly not containing the difficulty to match the very high scores.
Kazakova from Bulgaria.
Another very small girl. Oh, a beautiful giant, full pirouette on the top bar, back straddle to handstand. Lovely tension shapes, a Kachov. And a double back away just for good measure. Some excellent gymnastics from these children.
Hayley Price onto the asymmetric bars. Hayley started well on the vault.
And that was a new move there from Hayley, but obviously not ready for this championship. She did come in rather late, probably not having had time to perfect the routine. And now she's struggling, but just going to make the last move.
Elena Gurova from the Soviet Union, the Wonder Kid as they call her, 12 years old, in the lead after the vault.
Oh, and how unfortunate. The lift that she got on that movement, and she's been catching it all the time, but it looks as though she's jarred her elbow on the catch on the high bar. Let's just see if she can recover.
This is one of the things that the Soviet gymnasts are taught so well. She's only a little girl, 12 years old, but she's already as hard as nails. The tears might be there. She's learning competition technique. The coach has walked away. He knows that it's up to her now. Checking the bars again. She's within the 30 seconds. No, but that arm injury looks so bad, she's going to cry off. She's certainly not going to complete her asymmetric bars routine. Now, is she out of the competition total?
Her coach spoke to her before the 30 seconds was up, so it could well be that the judges said no more, finish there.
Well, what a disaster for her. Poor Elena Gurova. Started so well, 9.9 for her vault. Magnificent gymnastics, and the move she was going for on the asymmetric bars, absolutely sensational, but it looks as if her competition is over. So at the halfway point, we have joint leaders Daniela Silivas and Pepe Kazakova with 19.3, with Hanna Ricna from Czechoslovakia in third place, Hayley Price and Sally Larner in joint fifth. Yolanda Mavity from the USA onto the beam. Really has surprised us all, I think, with the quality of her performance for such a big girl.
Yes, and she's certainly got someone special as a coach. Marta Karoli, wife of Bella Karoli, the famous coach pair who were responsible for Nadia Comaneci's success.
Tremendous extension and confidence there as she went for that free walkover.
Flick back, straight back. She seems to have the ideal temperament for a gymnast. She's not easily ruffled. Gets totally involved in her competition. Slight wobble into a one-legged gainer straight back. And an Arab Spring double twist dismount. Yes, Mary Lou Retton need have something to fear with Yolanda, an excellent gymnast.
Well, here's the new competition leader, Daniela Silivas. The beam, of course, has been the undoing of many a gymnast.
Daniela, one of the small, fortunate gymnasts. She's so small that the beam is like a main road to her. And these light performers really built for the sport of gymnastics, as it's included all the difficulties on bars and beam. These little girls can really fulfill them.
Years old, and already she's been runner-up to Mary Lou Retton in the America Cup. Just held it together there. Tremendous experience needed.
Now ready for the dismount. In warm-up, she really landed flat in this. But she certainly got over it. An Arab Spring flick-flack double back somersault, and she heaves a sigh of relief.
Sally Larner. That front somersault mount, a big wobble, but she held it. She'd be very anxious. She was locked in equal fifth place with Hayley Price before this piece of apparatus. She's already seen Hayley Price score 9 dead.
Sally, our best British gymnast ever, winning international honours in the Coca-Cola Championship, but she's really coping with growing at the moment. And for female gymnasts during this stage, it's quite difficult to keep up with the growth of the sport. The routine is quite stable, but lacking in the big combinations, flick-flacks and somersaults linked together that we're seeing from the Eastern Europeans. A low dismount there, a Sukahara.
Well, next to go on the beam, Elena Gurova of the Soviet Union, but this is what happened a little while ago when she went on to the asymmetric bar. She's had that magnificent mark on the vault, 9.9, and we looked as if we were going to see perhaps the most spectacular asymmetric bars routine we'd ever seen, and then she went for that catch-of, hit the lower bar, and that was a disaster. In fact, it got even worse. She could have got back onto the beam within 30 seconds, but you can see her tears. She didn't manage it. She's still in the competition, but she scored only 6.4 and now stands no chance of finishing in the medals. Well, there she is. She's dried her tears and she's composed herself. She's going on with the competition. No chance now of a medal, but there's still a lot of pride. She's got to show this Wembley audience that but for that mistake, she'd have been there with the best of them.
and she really is trying some tremendous stuff. A full twisting backflip on beam. The physical skill level is one thing at the age of 12, but the emotional ability to cope with the pressure of competition, the mistakes and the disappointments is quite something. But unperturbed, she carries on, 2 flicks and a straight back somersault.
And a full twisting double back to finish with. An amazing, what a hope this one is for the future. At least we know she's human. If she completed all those moves, I think we might have thought that she was a robot. Hanna Ricna from Czechoslovakia in 3rd place, just 0.2 off the lead.
Fabulous combinations there from Hanna. She's been in world-class gymnastics for 8 years. Silver medalist on the beam in the last World Championships in Budapest. Physically in very good shape, holding her weight and her strength according to her growth. Very difficult to change directions when you're on a beam that's only 4 inches wide. And the extreme mobility that these girls have to cultivate, they have to develop it with equal strength. And this alone involves a lot of training besides the skills that they have to learn. Excellent routine there with a double back somersault to dismount. Very commonplace now.
Well, here's the surprise package. So far, Kazakova from Bulgaria, an equal 1st place after the vault and the asymmetric bars. Now, can she hold it together on the beam? She's the Bulgarian national champion.
And that's quite something. A flick-flack and 2 straight backs linked together. Perhaps she's trying to take this title back to Bulgaria. Stoyanova won it last year in '84. Kazakova already has been selected to train for the Bulgarian team for the World Championships and as far ahead as the Olympic Championships in Seoul. 15 Bulgarians have been selected for their Olympic training squad already.
Well, she's certainly as steady as a rock so far. Confident poise and extension on all her movements, Monica.
Oh yes, it's certainly precise and well practiced. Oh, and what a dismount. That was really high, and she just knew where the end of it was.
Yolanda Mavity from the USA, about to begin her floor exercise. She's got everything to go for. She's in 4th place, and a really good exercise here could put her into the medals.
it. She landed everyone in practice. Nice combination there into a head spring. Not often seen from women, though. She lost the walkout in the 1.5 twist and only did a tuck back. She really isn't performing to her best at all. Everything into that last double back, a really high, powerful last tumble.
Pepa Kazakova from Bulgaria, joint first place. I'm sure she's aware that last year the competition was won by Boriana Stoyanova and in 1982 by Galina Marinova. Both countrywomen of hers. Can she keep up that amazing record?
Out of the floor area, triple twist. It's some very unusual dance and a very fast-moving piece of music. Double back pike in the middle tumble. Not really working to the music much more of a background. This could be a full-in back out. No, a double back somersault.
But Pepa Kazakova there from Bulgaria, really proving she's joined some of the world's best. Elena Gurova to the floor. Interesting, Monica, that the youngsters are normally bad at the dance aspects, and her mother's a ballet teacher, and this is her favorite hobby outside gymnastics.
What a terrific opening tumble, a full-in back out that was her own height. Every aspect of her gymnastics is way ahead of her age. She's quite phenomenal. Twisting walkout flick, double back somersault. We've seen nothing like that today. On the third run, she's tremendously strong. And a full twisting flick, full measure, that was quite brilliant. Only 12 years old, and this little Russian must be something of the future.
Ricna from Czechoslovakia. Onto the floor, and she knows she's got a real chance still of getting the first place in this competition. That won't have helped it, a bad wobble there, but she needs better than 9.35 to take the lead.
But although she's only 16 years old, she's tremendously experienced in this standard competition. Just look at that for mobility. Brilliant work. ability there, demonstrating control and strength. And she needs to gather her breath for her dismount, and she really does need a double back to get a really good score.
That double back, beautifully landed. Will it be enough? Daniela Silivas from Romania. She needs 9.3 to win.
But now that the pressure's on, can she make the moves? There's the first. Full twisting double back, very positive. Triple twister, a little short, about 2 3/4, but stepped out of it badly. And a bad wobble out of that double spin. It just depends how critically the judges saw those errors. We'll just have to wait and see whether that was good enough to win.
Well, this marvellous first tumbling run from Daniela Silivas. She might have wobbled in the middle, but this was absolutely superb. Builds up the speed into the Arab Spring and flick-flack to increase the speed. And then at the end of it, this superb double back somersault with a full twist in the first one. And I think once she got that right, she was never in doubt. Yes, and that's confirmed. There's the score, 9.4. She's the winner. And there, Daniela Silivas from Romania takes the gold medal position on the rostrum. In second place, Ricna from Czechoslovakia. And in third place, Kazakova from Bulgaria. Larner was fifth, and Haley Price sixth. A worthy winner, Daniela Silivas from Romania. Our next gymnastics is the Thames Television Junior Gymnast of the Year competition in May. We hope you've enjoyed today's competition. We certainly have, and goodbye for now.